Good morning there. I normally say good my TikTok friends, but because I may double post, I may post this. The video I'm probably going to double and put on my YouTube channel as well. But you know, the other day I came on here and I was really emotional and I was real upset about law enforcement in the community that the criminal acts was taken against me. So I'm being led now to talk about that phone call that I got, to allow everybody to understand why I was in an emotional state that day. Because, and then I have something else to say out to the law enforcement of that county and community. The law enforcement, this goes out to them. So the other day I call the chief of police, mind you, the chief of police, to find out why I'm being ignored, why I'm not getting any updates from the proper channels about my case. Well, would you believe that he pretended he didn't know what case I was talking about? And then tried to use the fact that these people left me in a position severely and massively traumatized to the point I had to mental health help for a little while to get my mind straight, because they left me in a shape like I cannot explain. I have tried to tell you guys what kind of a shape that they left me in. But instead of trying to get to the bottom of my case, he made me repeat what I was calling about 2 to 3 times on the conversation, and then tried to play it off by telling me, well, because he kept asking me about my mental health counselor. Well, what does that got to do with the question I'm calling you about? My mental health has nothing to do with the case I'm talking to you about. To an extent. But where my mental health is not nobody's business but my own. First and foremost. Secondly, it shouldn't matter about some mental health counselor or case manager or whatever the case may be. I've got my mental health in check. I'm not like people think I am. In the beginning of all this, when all this took place, I was pretty freaking confused. I ain't gonna lie. I don't tell lies on purpose. And that's the truth. So, in other words, the next thing I want to go out to this community that this happened in, and to the piece of crap chief of police. Y'all need a new chief of police in that community. If you know who and you know what community I'm talking about, y'all need a new chief of police. You need a whole new police department. You need a whole new sheriff's department. Because if they're going to take the word of the abusers about somebody's mental condition, they got some issues. They don't know how to do their job. That's the truth. Now, my question to the police department and to the law enforcement into that area, I want to ask you a question. Y'all better think long and hard about it too. Put yourself in my shoes. What if it was your daughters that was at that police department reporting this to you? What if it was your wife? that was at that police department, putting in the same claims and report that I put in. Would you tell them they're crazy too? Would you tell your own daughter and your own wife that they're crazy too? Or that you think that they're having a mental episode? When all they're trying to do is find out what the hell's going on and why the hell they're being ignored? Why their cry for help to the law enforcement is being ignored? Why? Why serious crime being swept under the rug like it didn't happen? I got news for you, you damn people. You betty. Because I'm coming for all your pockets. All of you. Everyone that did anything to me, I don't care if you've got a dime to your frickin' name, clothes off your back. How about that? This is BS. This is plain out BS. For a true crime to go unhandled. I want to try to play off on them being crazy when I'm not fucking crazy. And I'm going to prove that to the community and to everyone that came up against me. And I'm smarter than you all gave me credit for. And I tried to tell you, I tried to warn you all. I'm not as dumb as you think I am. I play dumb more than I am dumb. Because I play dumb, and I've said this before, I play dumb, treated dumb. You want to treat me like I'm a dumbass? I'll act like one. And then there's where I get to see everything that goes on that people don't think I know or people don't see. I'm going to tell you something right now. To the chief of police of this community, I will have your job before this is over with. Before this is over with, you will be fired. Because people have the right to get justice for what was done to them. And if you're going to sit there and treat someone like that when you're in law enforcement, you want me to tell you what he done to me? He gaslighted me and tried to manipulate me into believing that my story was false. It's not false. It's the God's honest truth. And I'm going to tell you something right now. To the chief of police of this community, enjoy your job while you got it. Because you're fixing to lose that son of a bitch because of me.